Bitcoin in plain English. Hey Ava, welcome back to Bitcoin in plain English.
Thanks, Andrew. So, today's topic is a little different. We are talking about bear markets.
Right, if you own Bitcoin, you will experience a bear market at some point. The price goes down, sometimes a lot.
And it can be really scary. You see the price drop 30, 50, even 70%. That is not easy to watch.
Exactly. So today we want to talk about mindset. How do Bitcoiners think during a bear market? And why don't they sell?
That is a great question. Because most people would panic and sell everything when the price crashes.
Right, that is called panic selling. You sell because you are afraid, not because you thought about it carefully.
So let's start with some history. Has Bitcoin had big crashes before?
Oh yes, many times. And this is actually the most important thing to understand.
Tell me about the first big crash.
In 2011, Bitcoin went from about $32 down to $2. That is a drop of more than 90%.
90%. That is almost everything. Most people would say Bitcoin is dead after that.
And they did. The media said Bitcoin is dead. But what happened next? It recovered and went much higher.
Okay, what about the next big one?
In 2013, Bitcoin reached about $1,100, and then it crashed down to around $170 by 2015.
That is about an 85% drop. 2 years of going down. That must have been painful.
It was. Many people gave up during that time. But the ones who held on? They saw Bitcoin go to $20,000 in 2017.
Wow. From 170 to 20,000. That is incredible.
And then, guess what happened in 2018?
Let me guess. Another crash?
Yes. Bitcoin dropped from 20,000 to about 3,200. About 84% down.
And let me guess again. It recovered?
It went all the way up to $69,000 in 2021. From 3,000 to 69,000.
So I see a pattern here. Bitcoin crashes hard. Everyone says it is dead. And then it comes back even stronger.
That is exactly the pattern. And this is what experienced Bitcoiners know. They have seen this movie before.
I love that phrase. They have seen this movie before. So the bear market is not new to them.
Right. And this brings us to a very important concept. It is called conviction.
Conviction. That means you really believe in something, deep inside. Not just on the surface.
Exactly. And in Bitcoin, conviction comes from understanding. The more you study Bitcoin, the stronger your conviction becomes.
So it is not blind faith. It is based on knowledge.
Exactly. When you understand why Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million, you stop worrying about short-term price.
That makes sense. If the fundamentals haven't changed, why would you sell?
Right. Let me ask you this. During a bear market, does the Bitcoin network stop working?
No, it keeps running. A new block is created about every 10 minutes, no matter what the price is.
Does the total supply change?
No, still 21 million. That rule is written in the code and nobody can change it.
Can anyone stop you from sending or receiving Bitcoin?
No. As long as the network is running, you can use it. Nobody can freeze your account.
So nothing about Bitcoin itself changed. The only thing that changed is the price. And price is just what people are willing to pay today.
That is a really powerful way to look at it. The network is fine. Only the market's mood changed.
And this leads us to one of my favorite ideas. It is called zoom out.
Zoom out? Like, on a chart?
Yes. When you look at the Bitcoin price chart for just 1 week or 1 month, it can look terrible. Big red candles everywhere.
Right. It looks like the end of the world.
But when you zoom out and look at the 5-year chart, or the 10-year chart, what do you see?
It just goes up. The long-term trend is clearly going up.
That is the zoom-out perspective. Don't get lost in the daily noise. Look at the bigger picture.
I think a lot of people make the mistake of checking the price every hour. That drives you crazy during a bear market.
100%. Checking the price 10 times a day is a recipe for emotional decisions.
So the zoom-out mindset is about time. Thinking in years, not in days or weeks.
Yes, and this connects to a big idea called time preference. Have you heard of this, Ava?
Time preference. I have heard Bitcoiners talk about it. It is about whether you want things now or later, right?
Exactly. High time preference means you want everything right now. You want quick results, instant satisfaction.
And low time preference means you are willing to wait. You can delay gratification for a bigger reward later.
Right. And Bitcoiners tend to have low time preference. They think long term. They are not looking for a quick profit this week.
So when the price drops in a bear market, they don't panic. Because they are thinking in 4-year cycles, not 4-week cycles.
That is a beautiful way to put it. 4-year cycles, not 4-week cycles.
And this connects to the Bitcoin halving, right? Every 4 years, the supply of new Bitcoin gets cut in half.
Exactly. And historically, the price has made a big move up within about a year or two after each halving.
So the bear market is like winter. It is cold and dark, but spring always comes.
I love that analogy. Bitcoin winter. And the people who survive winter come out stronger.
Okay, let's talk about HODL. This is one of the most famous words in Bitcoin culture. What does it mean?
HODL actually started as a typo. Someone on a Bitcoin forum was trying to type hold, but they wrote HODL instead.
And it stuck. Now people say it means hold on for dear life.
Right, and the story behind it is actually very relevant to our topic. That person posted during a bear market.
Really? What did they say?
They basically said, I am a bad trader. I know I will lose money if I try to trade. So I am just going to hold. HODL.
That is actually really honest. And it is true for most people. Trying to time the market usually makes things worse.
Studies show that most traders lose money. Even professional traders struggle to beat a simple buy and hold strategy over time.
So HODL is not just a funny meme. It is actually a smart strategy.
It is. And there is a deeper meaning too. When you HODL, you are saying, I trust the long-term value of this network.
I like that. It is not about the price today. It is about what Bitcoin represents for the future.
Now, let me ask you something, Ava. What do you think is the biggest danger during a bear market?
I would say fear. Pure emotional fear. You see the price falling and your brain screams. Sell now before it goes to zero.
Right. And the media does not help. They write scary headlines every day. Bitcoin is dead. The bubble has burst. It's over.
There is actually a website that tracks how many times the media has said Bitcoin is dead. It is over 400 times now.
400 times, and Bitcoin is still here. Stronger than ever. That tells you something.
So what should someone actually do during a bear market? Just sit and wait?
That is one option. But many Bitcoiners say the bear market is actually the best time to do 3 things.
Okay, what are they?
First, learn. Use the quiet time to study Bitcoin more deeply. Read books. Listen to podcasts. Understand the technology.
That makes sense. When the price is going up, everyone is excited and distracted. In a bear market, you can focus.
Second, stack sats. That means buying small amounts of Bitcoin regularly, no matter what the price is.
Oh, like dollar cost averaging. You buy a little bit every week or every month.
Exactly. And during a bear market, the price is low. So you actually get more Bitcoin for the same amount of money.
So the bear market is like a sale. Bitcoin is on discount.
That is how many Bitcoiners see it. They get excited when the price drops because they can buy more cheaply.
Interesting. So while everyone else is scared, they are happy. That is a completely different mindset.
And the third thing? Build. Many of the best Bitcoin projects and companies were built during bear markets.
That makes sense. The people who stay during the hard times are the ones who really believe in Bitcoin. They are the builders.
Exactly. There is a famous saying, bear markets are for building. The tourists leave and the true believers stay.
Tourists. Ha, I like that. The people who only come for the price action.
Right. And when they leave, the community becomes smaller but stronger. The signal-to-noise ratio improves.
That is a nice way to say it. Less noise, more signal. You can actually have real conversations about Bitcoin.
So let's bring it all together. The bear market mindset is about three things: conviction, patience, and perspective.
Conviction means you understand why Bitcoin is valuable and you trust the fundamentals.
Patience means you have low time preference. You are willing to wait years for the full picture to unfold.
And perspective means zoom out. Don't look at one bad week. Look at the last 10 years.
Perfect summary, Ava. Alright, let's do our vocabulary review for today.
Number 1. Bear market. A bear market is when prices fall for a long time. People feel negative and afraid.
Number 2. Conviction. Conviction means a strong belief in something based on knowledge and understanding.
Number 3. Time preference. Time preference is about how much you value the present compared to the future. Low time preference means you can wait.
Number 4. Panic selling. Panic selling means selling your Bitcoin out of fear, not because of a rational decision.
Number 5. Zoom out. Zoom out means to look at the long-term trend instead of the short-term price movement.
Number 6. HODL. HODL means to hold your Bitcoin and not sell, especially during difficult times. It stands for hold on for dear life.
And number 7. Stack sats. Stack sats means to keep buying small amounts of Bitcoin regularly over time.
Great review. So remember, everyone, bear markets are not the end. They are an opportunity.
Learn, stack, and build. Stay patient and keep your conviction strong.
And always remember to zoom out. The big picture is what matters.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We will see you in the next episode of Bitcoin in plain English.
Stay humble, stack sats, and HODL. See you next time.